Hi, good day everyone. This video is about tangents. Again, a tangent is a line that intersects a circle at exactly one point. Right, so I have here different set of theorems, and then later let's try to solve some problems and let's apply this set of theorems. Right, so number one is the tangent line theorem. So a tangent line theorem, if a line is tangent to a circle, then it is perpendicular to the radius drawn to the point of tangency. Let's say we have this given figure. So we have this line BC and the point of tangency is at point B, right? So if that is a tangent, automatically the radius drawn to that point of tangency is perpendicular. So perpendicular means they form a 90-degree angle, okay? So for this given figure, we have this AB, right? So we have this radius, that is our radius line segment AB, that is perpendicular to the line segment or the line BC. Okay? So that is a tangent line theorem. So automatically they form a 90-degree angle. Okay? Next is the tangent diameter theorem. Okay? So according to its definition, a tangent diameter theorem, the tangents to a circle at endpoints of a diameter are parallel. Okay? So for example, we have this two set of line. For example, that is line BC and line DE. Okay? If their point of tangency is um, the end point, okay, of a diameter, automatically BC, okay, which is our which is our tangent, okay, BC and DE are parallel. Okay? So again, parallel lines are lines that do not intersect, okay? And then next is the tangent segment theorem. Okay, so for the tangent segment theorem, so we have this two tangents are drawn to a circle from an external point. Again, we have this external point C. Okay, the two tangent segments are congruent. So automatically their measurements, okay, from this point, point B up to C, that is congruent to point D up to C. Okay? So they're congruent. And then the angles between the tangent segments and the line joining the external point to the center of the circle are congruent. So that means the angles formed, okay, for example, we have this angle ABC, okay, that is automatically congruent to angle ADC. Okay? So again, for the tangent segment theorem, so it will give us equal segments. So this segment BC, which is at point B, that is our point of tangency, and um, line segment CD, right? So from point D, okay, the second point of tangency, automatically they contain the same measurement. Okay, that is according to tangent segment theorem. And then the angles formed, okay, by this from the external point, okay, that is point C, automatically they're congruent. So again, we have BCA, where angle BCA is congruent to angle DCA. Right, so that is tangent segment theorem. Now, let's try to answer this set of problems. Let's apply our previous set of theorems, okay? Or the concept of those theorems. Number one is, for example, we have the circle A, we have this tangent line, okay? Tangent BC and tangent DC, right? So our first point of tangency is at point B and the second one is at point D. Okay, according to our theorem, since all of our tangents are linked by this external point C, automatically all of those segments are congruent. Okay, that means line segment BC is equal or congruent to line segment CD. Right, so according to our figure, line segment BC is equals to 10 centimeter, and let's equate this one to line segment CD, which is our missing part. Okay, that means the value of x is simply 10 centimeter. So that is automatically the answer. Right? So that is our question number one. Next, for question number two. For example, we are asked to solve for the, let's say, perimeter. Okay? So if you are asked to solve for the perimeter of this triangle formed inside a circle, let's say that CD is tangent to this circle and CB is also tangent to this circle A. Right, so we have this two point of tangency, point D and point B. Again, according to our theorem, since we have this two set of tangent line, that is CD and BC, they are linked by this external point, point C. automatically they contain the same measurement. So for us to solve for the value of the perimeter, okay, perimeter of a triangle, again, we need to add the sides of A, B, and C. Okay, this time let's assign A as line segment BD, okay, plus B, let's say that is line segment CD, and then plus C, let's say that is line segment BC, okay, line segment BC. Right, so according to our figure, BD is equals to 10 centimeter plus CD, the value of CD is 9 centimeter plus 9 centimeter plus BC, which is unknown. Alright, this time, since according to our theorem, all of the segments link by this external point, automatically they are congruent. So if this part is 9 centimeter, automatically BC is also equals to 9 centimeter. Right, so let's add this set of numbers to 9 centimeter. Right, so 10, so let's simplify this one. 10 plus 9, that is 19, plus 9, that is equals to 28 centimeter. Therefore, the perimeter of this triangle is equals to 28 centimeter. So don't forget to include the units. Okay, so that is 28 centimeter. Next, for question number 3. Alright, so I think that is the question number 3. So for question number 3 again, for example, we are asked to solve for the value of x. Okay, so by applying the rule again, since we have this tangent line, right? So again, line segment BC is congruent to line segment CD. Okay, since we're asked, for example, to solve for the value of x, again, let's equate their values. BC is equal to 6x minus 2. Let's equate this one to CD. So CD is equals to 4x plus 18. Right, so let's solve for the value of x. So let's, I think we need to subtract 4x both sides. Right, so again, if you want to transpose the value for x, if that is your technique, it's up to you. Right, so again, our goal is to solve for the value of x. So we need to isolate the value of x. Okay, so and then let's add to both sides by applying AP. So add to both sides. Therefore, it will give us 6x minus 4x, cancel out 2, is equals to cancel out 4x, 18 plus 2. Right, so let's subtract this one. 6x minus 4x is 2x, and that is equals to 18 plus 2, that is equals to 20. Right, so divide both sides by 2. Divide both sides by 2, cancel out. Therefore, the value of x is equals to 20 divided by 2. Okay, that is equals to 10. So that is our answer. Okay, again, just equate their values and solve for the value of x. Right, so that is for question number 3. Next, question number 4. For example, we're asked to find, okay, or solve the value for the value of AC. Okay, so this time let's apply the concept, okay, wherein the point of tangency, alright, is automatically perpendicular to the radius. That means we have this, for example, we have this line segment AB, automatically we form a 90-degree angle. Right, since we're asked to solve for the value of AC, for example, this is AC, let's name this one as X. So since that is a right triangle, so we are allowed to apply the concept of Pythagorean theorem. Alright, so again, according to Pythagorean theorem, so if in a right angled triangle, okay, for example, this figure, okay, the square of the long side, or the hypotenuse, is equal to the sum of the squares of the two other sides. Right, so in mathematical sentence, that is equals to c squared is equals to a squared plus b squared. Right, since we're asked to solve for AC, let's say c is ac squared. Okay, so and then that is equals to a, I think let's assign AB for a. Right, so that is line segment AB squared plus B, let's assign BC for B squared. Okay, therefore the value of line segment AC is equals to AB squared. So AB is 5, so we have AB squared plus BC squared, that is 12, so it will give us 12 squared. And then let's simplify this one. Okay, therefore AC squared, okay, AC squared is equals to 5 squared is 25 plus 12 squared is 144. Okay, and then by simplifying this one, therefore the value of AC squared is, again, AC squared is equals to 25 plus 144, that is 169, right? So since we're asked to solve for the single value of AC, so let's extract the root. Okay, therefore the value of AC is equal to square root of 169, that is equals to positive or negative 13. Right, since we're dealing with this figure, there's no negative measurement, therefore the answer is simply positive 13, and that is our final answer. So line segment AC is equals to 13, right? And that's it. So again, that's the entire concept of tangents for circles. Okay, thank you so much everyone, and God bless.